Right, let's just get this video over and done with as soon as humanly possible, because to be quite honest, I'm sick and fucking tired of talking about this football club right now. I can't lie, it's now 2 wins in our last 14 competitive games. If you want to make it 15, you can count that friendly against Aston Villa during the World Cup, but it's 2 wins in 14 competitive games, and we've lost to bottom of the league, Southampton, at home. Charity FC, well and truly back, ladies and gentlemen, right before our very fucking eyes. It's literally at this stage gotten to the point, right, where it's like, you're bottom of the league, are ya? You're on a shit run of form, are ya? Haven't won a game in fucking ages, have ya? Come down to play Chelsea, whether it's Stamford Bridge or your home stadium, it doesn't matter. 3 fucking points for everyone, anywhere, anytime. Charity FC. And you know what? Before I get into ranting more about Chelsea in this video, I will give Southampton a bit of praise, because I do think that they were obviously good, well and truly deserved the result on the back of purely how Chelsea were, to be fair, but of course they did win the game, a massive win for them. And yeah, Ruben Selles in his first, proper game in charge, proper Premier League game in charge of Southampton, who, set them up really well, and even though Chelsea made it very easy for just how we are, I will give Southampton praise because they held on really well and obviously got themselves a massive win in their, battle to beat relegation. So yeah, fair play Southampton, and yeah, let's get into more of Chelsea because that's fun, isn't it? And yeah, like I said, 2 wins in our last 14 competitive matches. Graham Potter, I just don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've been backing the guy for, pretty much all the time since he's been here, to be fair, and a lot of you that obviously watch the channel will know that I have been backing Graham Potter, but at this stage, to be honest, I don't even care enough to give an opinion in this video. That's how fucking frustrated and just mentally exasperated I am by today's performance and result. I mean, the performance itself was just absolutely horrendous, and to be fair, if we somehow did come away with a win or even a draw, God forbid we fucking didn't lose the game, I don't think we would have deserved it anyway, because I thought we were absolutely horrendous. The first half was so stale, and then obviously James Ward-Prowse goes and does what James Ward-Prowse usually does, which is score a fucking free kick. And to be honest, when he scored it, there was zero shock, zero elements of shock within my entire body, because obviously that's just what he does, and that's just what we do as well. We just concede goals. And to be fair, like at the start of the game, before the game, all week leading up to the game, I was saying there's no excuses for Graham Potter or anyone in the team whatsoever. But then we built excuses because Thiago Silva wasn't playing, Reece James wasn't playing. In fact, neither of them were even on the fucking bench. But who's to blame for that? I'm sorry, as much as I backed the guy throughout the last few months, through all the shit he's got, it is Graham Potter's fault, because I think he took his foot off the pedal for this one, which was it even possible to take your foot off the pedal, given the fact we've been you'd swear we were on a good run of form, and resting these players against the bottom of the league team, Southampton. We're on a shit run, probably the worst run of form I've ever witnessed us on in my, lifetime as being a Chelsea fan, and we're resting our arguably 2 best players in Thiago Silva and Reece James. It blows my mind, especially given the fact we're not even playing till next weekend, next Sunday, against Spurs. I just don't get it. And yeah, look, obviously we wouldn't have said that if we'd won the game, but even still, like, you're holding back so much potential with the team today, given, look, don't get me wrong, Azpilicueta, I really, really pray he's okay, because obviously he got a nasty kick to the head by Sekou Mara, so my thoughts, Azpilicueta, I'm 100%, I really hope that you're okay, honestly, acting like he's watching the fucking video, but like, that's what you set yourself up. Unfortunately for Azpilicueta, I love the guy to bits, he's been an absolute legend for Chelsea, but he is now, I'm sorry, he's just not cut out to it. He's nowhere near the level of Reece James, and whenever you play him over Reece James, you see a clear 100% difference. It's literally black and white in terms of how, the difference between the quality of the two of them. And then Thiago Silva, obviously Koulibaly got taken off at half-time, says enough, and to be fair, he didn't have a horrendous game by any imagination, but Thiago Silva is just a different breed altogether, and the two of them have been our most consistent players over the last 2 or 3 years, so I don't get, maybe I accept dropping one of them or resting one of them, but both of them at the same time? And look, it just seems like Potter's just, clutching at straws and just fucking around with the team too much, to be honest, because, yeah, Fofana I thought looked okay at times, but he's just not ready to start games for Chelsea Football Club. It's quite clear to see. I thought Madueke had quite a poor game, to be fair. I thought Mount had a poor game once again. I thought Enzo was not his best today, to be fair, but then again, he's playing alongside absolute donkeys, let's be honest. João Felix was very poor today, and obviously we'll let him off to a certain extent because he has played like 4 games for us and been our best player, arguably, in the other 3 games he's played. But yeah, there's just something seriously fucking wrong with Chelsea right now. I mean, 2 wins out of 14, like I keep saying. I will just keep alluding to that because it just summarises in stats, in clear to see numbers, how we have become this season. And look, I think part of it is Graham Potter's fault, because obviously he is the face of the club. The manager is always the face of the club, and obviously he sets up the team overall, even though I think there's a little bit of an unfair element in terms of just solely blaming the performances on him. He has to, take accountability for the performances, because as I said, he is setting up the team to play, even though I think there is a little bit going against him in terms of how many players we have at the club and trying to gel all these players together. Like, we're gelling like literally a whole new 11 together at this stage, let's be honest, and 600 million worth of new players. But then you can say on the flip side, there's no excuses, because we've spent so much money on these players that they should be able to hit the ground running instantly, which the likes of Enzo Fernandez has done, João Felix has done. I don't care what anyone says about Mudryk. I think Mudryk has been very good so far, and I just think he needs a little bit of luck, something to click for him, and he will really strike into gear, because his pace, his trickery, his directness, his flair, I think is all the right ingredients for an absolutely top class winger. So I won't have any of you fuckers in my comment section saying that Mudryk plays badly, because he's been very good so far in my opinion, and just as I said, needs that little bit of luck to click. I just don't know where to go from here, to be fair, because we're playing Spurs next weekend, next Sunday at 1:30, just a really weird kickoff, to be fair, and it wouldn't surprise me whatsoever if they absolutely trampled us, because obviously Spurs need a win to rectify last week's result against Leicester. Obviously they're playing tomorrow against West Ham, and yeah, like I've been saying for absolutely weeks now, our season is essentially over in the Premier League, and could well be over in 3 weeks time in the Champions League, because with a performance like that and the way we've been playing recently, and how good Dortmund have been playing recently, I just cannot see us going through against Dortmund. And I do actually think we will go through, ironically, to completely contradict myself, but with the way we're playing, I mean, I can't see us going through. And even if we do go through against Dortmund, let's be honest, no matter who we draw in the quarterfinals, we're probably not going to get any further. And to be honest, I was actually thinking when it was in injury time there in that match there, I was thinking we are absolutely fucking blessed to still even be in the top half. I don't know how we haven't dropped into the bottom half yet. It just goes to show that the teams at the high end of the bottom half have really not capitalised and really must have been on poor runs of form right now, because we have been horrendous to the point where I'd actually expect us to be around 13th or 14th at the very best right now, to be fair, with the form we've been on. And look, to be fair, I actually don't really want to do this video any longer, to be fair. I actually just don't really want to talk about Chelsea for that much longer anymore, because it comes to a stage eventually where you just have to, look after your own mental health more than anything, to be fair. And you know what? The fact that I watched that on a dodgy fucking Arabic stream as well, that was fucking pausing and glitching and fucking freezing every 10 seconds, which just makes it even more frustrating to watch, to be fair. You know yourself if you've done that. And just in case there's any authorities happening to watch this video, it was perfectly legal, so please don't hack my IP address and hunt me down. But yeah, like I said, I think I will end the video there, because I actually don't really want to talk about Chelsea anymore. I'm actually delighted that we're not playing for another 8 days, and I get to actually relax a bit and not have my day and evening ruined by this football club. So I'm going to go and watch Newcastle versus Liverpool, and watch two probably competent teams, even though Liverpool have been just as probably as us this season, which really says something. And I'm going to go and get a fucking burrito for my dinner, and I'm going to enjoy my evening and leave it there as far as Chelsea is concerned in my mind. Yeah, so if you did enjoy this video more than I did, which wouldn't be hard in all fairness, leave a like on the video. It would be massively appreciated as per usual, and also if you could subscribe to the channel. We are looking to hit 2,000 subscribers on this channel as soon as we possibly can. It would go a long way to curing my depression that this club puts me through at this moment in time, and so every single one of you that does hit that subscribe button would be helping me out absolutely massively. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. We move on to Spurs next week. I cannot wait, and yeah, up at Chelsea. See you later.